Disney brings us another Tron sequel, Tron Ares. So I went to the cinema to see this in 3D. So in the video, let's get into what I thought of this film. So welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Matt, and this channel is all about movies, film reviews, special editions, Blu-ray, 4K, DVD, and sometimes VHS. So if you like this sort of thing, why not click the QR code if you're watching this on the telly, or if you're watching this on a tablet or a mobile phone, hit that subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. Come and join the channel. Wealth of playlists. Let's get into the review. Right, so Tron Ares. So starring Jared Leto, Evan Peters as Dillinger, and Gillian Anderson as Elizabeth Dillinger. We also get a small sort of cameo from Jeff Bridges from the original first two films. So the grandson of Edward Dillinger, he is trying to bring people from the grid into the real world, Ares, and also the bikes and the various sort of vehicles that they have in the grid. But the problem he's got is that they will only last 26 or 29 minutes, I think it is. They're basically 3D printed in this world, and he wants to find a code which is a permanence code. We also have the new CEO of Encom. Sam Flynn has stepped down, and she basically is looking for the permanence code as well. So it's a kind of battle between the two companies as to sort of who finds the permanence code first. So it's quite a simple plot, this. There's not a huge amount of sort of story to it, but to be honest, I actually quite enjoyed that. I quite like simplistic stories a lot of the time. Sometimes it's better, certainly with this film. This film is a visual spectacle, I will say. It's absolutely fantastic to look at. The special effects are second to none, in my opinion. You can see an improvement, certainly from the Legacy film. I really enjoyed Legacy. I thought it was a fantastic film. And I had the opportunity to see this in 3D. And I will say, I thought it was fantastic in 3D. Some of the sort of conversion that's been done on this is, yeah. If you want to see this film at the cinema, I highly recommend to see it in 3D. Apparently the IMAX presentation is supposed to be a little bit of a step up. I didn't get to see it in IMAX, but my 3D sort of experience of this was absolutely fantastic. As for the 3D presentation, you know, there's a lot of depth to this. Certainly, I would say the opening sort of 10 to 15 minutes of the film, you get a really sort of great sort of sense of depth to when they go into the grid. But also, even in the sort of real world scenarios, you'll see there's the recognizer, and you've seen that in the trailer. There's a real sense of depth to that. It flying through the city. You got the jets trying to combat it, and with all the drones that are flying around and the missiles and things. Look, for a conversion, it's probably one of the best sort of conversions of a film, aside from Avatar, the new Avatar films that I've seen for a long time. So yeah, really hoping that they bring out a 3D release for this one. You've got a banging soundtrack from 9 Inch Nails. Some of the tracks I found a little bit heavy. My personal preference is Daft Punk. I love the Daft Punk soundtrack from Legacy. Thought it was absolutely fantastic. Fitted the film so well. Some of these tracks from Nine Inch Nails, it's a very industrial feel about it. Still quite electronic in a lot of places, but yeah, the title track I enjoyed, and there are some tracks throughout which kind of fitted it, but some other tracks for me I wasn't 100% sold on. I know a lot of people are raving about this soundtrack, and for me it's a bit of a mixed bag. So a lot of people are sort of complaining this isn't very good. Yeah, disappointing. Hasn't done great at the box office. It's done okay, and I've heard the term "it's an okay movie." For me personally, I really enjoyed this film. I don't always go with the sort of majority on these kind of films. I know Jared Leto gets a bit of a bad rap, but personally, I think he was really good in the role. I enjoyed him in Morbius. I thought that was actually quite an entertaining film. Yeah, okay, it's not going to be an Oscar-worthy film or anything like that, but you're going into these sorts of films and you don't expect them to be. They're just fun entertainment, and that's what I want from a film often. You've got to be in the right kind of mood to watch this sort of thing. And I went into this sort of with quite low expectations, not expecting really much from it. I'd heard a lot of reviews sort of saying it was rubbish, underwhelming, what was going on, why did they make this sequel? But for me, I really enjoyed it. It links back to the original Tron film. There's some fantastic visuals in here. Yes, we do get to see Jeff Bridges' character once again, which is a real nice to the link to the previous two films. And also, without going into spoilers, I will say there is a kind of link left with this that it may continue on. Yeah, some nods to certain things which I actually quite liked. There's sort of like a post-credit sequence which yeah, shows you something, and the sort of ending to the film is a nice wrap up. Even if they weren't to make a continuing story to this, which is probably unlikely, it feels to me like a really nice sort of way to end the Tron films in a trilogy. Yeah, okay, they could potentially go for a fourth film, but if they don't, I'm really happy with this. So would I pick this film up on physical media? Absolutely. Yeah, it's a day one purchase for me, this. I think the 4K will look fantastic. I'm really hoping that there'll be a 3D Blu-ray of this. Maybe not in this country, but maybe Japan might do one. So I will be on the lookout for that. I may have to bootleg it because generally those 3D Blu-rays are extremely expensive. But if I can get a 3D disc to add to the 4K official title, then yeah, I think it's definitely going to be what I'm going to do. One of my favourite scenes in this is the bikes. There's two bikes racing each other. Your character Ares on one bike, and you've got the character of Eve, I think her name is, on the second bike, and that's all through the city. And I would have to say that was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so just some great action set pieces. It's really cool to see them coming out of the grid and into the real world. I kind of flip on the original, well, and the sequel Legacy. That was very much in the virtual world, and we do get to see some of that as well. Evan Peters, really thought his performance as Dillinger was good. He came across as quite a sort of an evil character, but still a bit of humanity in him as well. Yeah, they kind of leave it open for his character development in a possible sequel. We'll have to see. Gillian Anderson, yeah, she's a little bit underwhelming in the role, I felt. But she's still there as support for Dillinger. But yeah, overall, really, really enjoyed this film. I'd highly recommend going to see it at the cinema. If you just like wonderful visuals. Okay, the story is kind of very simplistic, but highly enjoyable. Go in with low expectations, and I'm sure you'll have a good time. So, what did you think of Tron Ares? Have you seen this film, or are you going to see it? Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down below. How do you think it sort of stacks up with the other films, Legacy and the original Tron? There's a real nod to the original Tron in this film. I did like that. There's a kind of bit of an 80s vibe going on with it. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down below. Like I say, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy these sorts of videos, hit that subscribe button, come and join the channel, and I'll leave a playlist here for some other reviews that I've done on the channel. So go and check those out on this playlist. Right guys, thanks ever so much for watching the video. Take care. See you next time.